Hey, beautiful day here in Cuyapo Nueva Ecija. Lots of progress in the last week. I'm happy to announce. They are just about done skim coating the outside, or at least the initial layers. I think there's a finish layer that goes on at some point. They're building the, I don't even know what you call them, but they're like little eaves over the windows. Okay, what have they done since the last time I vlogged? Actually quite a bit. You're going to see that. I'll try to show you a little more of the house, a little less of me. So they got the roof rafters up. They're actually still working on them. As you can see here, these guys were doing the welding when I pulled up, but they've got the two main roof sections already up. I don't know if you've looked at some of my artist concept drawings of the house, but right now the plan is to paint the outside a kind of a, not a super dark, but a darker than light gray, darker than what you see the finish on the skim coat is, with black trim. Probably going to go with a galvanized roof, just a regular galvanized roof instead of a painted. I actually like that look. I did that in my house in the Dominican Republic, and it actually turned out really nice. Most people here do colored roofs, the blue, and Lord, I've seen blue and red and just about every color you can think of. But I think I'm going to stick with a black trim and a galvanized roof. So that's the front. As you can see, they're making quite a bit of progress on it. We're going to come around here to the east side where the carport and drive comes into. As you see, that's not up yet, but they have started putting the columns up for the carport. We'll talk about that a little bit more. There's also a column going up for the pump room. You'll get to see where that's going to be. That's something new as well. Inside, they're doing skim coating as well. Lots of guys in here working, making the structure stronger. It's always good to see. They've got all the fill dirt in here except for the powder room. They're already putting the rock down for the base, and you can see they got the tamper. I call it a tamper. I don't know what it's called. It's a big vibrator is what it is. But they've already begun doing that. So they can start getting the flooring in here at some point. And guys still putting rafters up on the roof. Lots of work going on. Lots of work. Let's go on down the hall. Oh, by the way, I know y'all should probably know by now. I think I've said it enough. This is the dining area. Living area is here, front door. And this is all kitchen right here. This is a powder room. Half bath, if you will. We'll come down the main hall here to the spare bedrooms. They've started to lay out the forms for the CR that's going to go right here between the two bedrooms, and kind of give you a look up and over. Lots of things going on here. Gosh, this has just been a, you know, it's funny when you're building, it seems like it takes forever to get to a certain point, but then once it gets to that point, things really start to come together. Now they have increased the crew here. Sir Allan told me they definitely want to get this thing dried in before the rainy season starts so they can continue their work, and rainy season's not that far off. All right, so here we are in the master bedroom. You can see where they're putting the forms in. That's going to be the CR, and there'll be a walk-in closet right next to it, and this is the bedroom. We didn't we probably put a little more room in the CR and the closet than we did the actual bedroom, for a reason, for some storage space, and actually we stayed at a hotel in Tagaytay one time, and my wife really loved the bathroom. So did I. It was the perfect size. Bigger than a typical Filipino bathroom, but gives you some room. A little bit larger shower than normal, and just gives you a little room to work around in there. And then still plenty of room here for a bed, a desk over on the wall, for a little office area for me. I initially wanted an office, but you know, I just don't spend enough time in there since I don't work anymore. I'm retired. I've always had an office, so it's taken me a little getting used to not having one, but I'm there, so I don't need an office space dedicated to me anymore. Trying to adapt to the times. So as you can see, all the roof rafters are going up. The pool, gosh, they've made a lot of progress on the pool since the last time I filmed. This kind of gives you an idea of the layout of that. It's going to be 3.5 feet in the shallowest end and 4.5 feet to here. I'm not one for diving and things like that, so we really just wanted to play games to cool off, and that to me is kind of the perfect depth. So even a short guy like myself, which I'm tall here, but even a short guy like myself can keep his head above water and play volleyball or basketball or whatever we want to do with it. You can see where we did an offset for the steps because I didn't want to take up pool space for a bunch of steps going out. So they've got that in as well. Let's go back around here to the carport side, and I'll show you what's new over there. But oh man, I'm so happy with the progress that's being made. Super happy. Yeah, so you can see they put in these little, gosh, I got to find out what the name of them are above those windows. I'm sure there's a name, I just don't know it. Gosh. Anyway, I actually love manual labor. I unfortunately, I'm not skilled in any of this stuff that they're doing. I'm very envious of Richard. I think it's Armstrong is the last name, Armstrong family. I watch his house building vlogs, and boy, he's super involved in making a lot of decisions regarding the concrete and the plumbing, and unfortunately I just don't have those skills. Wish I did. Maybe some other time I'll get to learn some of these practices and skills, but in the meantime my muscles still work. My knees are artificial, but I got to help move these hollow blocks, so you might get to see me do a little workhorse stuff. So gosh, what are we now? This is the pool pump room. Let me get over here to where I can get a good angle of it. And so you got the front side of the pool. This is going to be the infinity edge eventually, once it's all finished out. There'll be a partial wall here, of course much at the top of this level. Partial wall goes all the way the length of from about three or 4 meters past the pool end to the end of the carport, and then it goes up as well. Just to really for safety. I mean, it's an aesthetic thing, but it's also a safety thing. I don't really want anybody, as you can see, I'll get over here to show you how big of a drop off it is once they get that fill dirt in. None of this that I'm walking through will be filled in. This is the drop off, and you can see kind of the angle, I hope, from this two-dimensional camera. But it's I'm up on a hill now. Let me get back down here. So this is the ground level. So the wall, the partial wall, actually come out to about here, because there is a shower on the side of the house for showering after you swim. So there'll be a partial wall that'll go all the way to the road. And as you can tell, that it's a pretty good drop off on the other side of this. So I just want to be able to keep people safe. I imagine at some point we'll have children in here playing, and the pool, and I don't want to take any chances. Let's get back over here to the pump room. But you can see where they've begun to lay out the columns, and they're about to start some foundation blocks as well. As I've told you in the past, up here will be the dirty kitchen, and then there'll be a pump room, and you can see the layout of it here. Pretty long, not very deep, but it is a good length. And the reason that is, there's a lot that has to go in there. A lot of equipment, pool pump, pool filter, water tank, water pressure tank, solar equipment, probably a generator at some point. So a lot of things going in there. And you can also see the columns, kind of get an idea of where the end of the carport's going to be as well. And that all lines up and goes straight down the pool edge. So all this is a straight line all the way across the back of the property here. So sorry if I'm moving that camera too fast. I'm probably making y'all dizzy by now. Get over here to the carport side, and you can kind of see where that's going to actually go, and then it'll fill up to the front of the house. But that's the improvements, and I mean a lot of work done in the last week. If you're like me and you don't have a lot of personal knowledge with construction and building, you know, hiring a general contractor is a smart move. This house comes with a home warranty, pretty good home warranty, and anything that goes wrong in the future, I believe it's 10 years. Don't quote me on that. I'll have to verify that. They come out and they fix. So, and he's built all over the Philippines, mostly commercial, but quite a few homes too. So, guys, I want to introduce you to somebody that's very important to this project, because the project is his business, and he's the owner of TriTek Construction, Sir Allan Banzon, and who has become a friend of mine in the months that we've been talking about this project, and now that it's actually coming to fruition. I just wanted you to be able to put a face with a name. He is based in Balanga City, but does construction all over the Philippines. He's shared some of the things that he's done, Manila, Cebu, all over. And so they go anywhere they need to. They build a lot of commercial, but they also do homes. So he's what I would call a general contractor. Basically, he takes the project from conception all the way to turnkey, to time to hand the keys over to us for moving in. So he makes sure that he has the right crews, that he's got the materials are on site, that it's engineered properly, they're following Philippine building codes. All that falls on his shoulders, and it's a big responsibility, but it's one that he takes seriously. And as I think I shared with you in the past, this home comes with a warranty, and I'll let him talk a little bit about that here in a minute. But Sir Allan, if you would, I told the audience a little minute ago that I thought we were on week 10 or 11, but you may have to correct me on that. What week of building are we in?
We're just only at least 7 months on our construction schedule.
7 weeks.
Sorry, 7
yeah,
weeks. Sorry,
7 weeks.
Oh,
okay, so it's and I'm sorry guys, but 7 to 8 weeks to have to this point, I'm impressed, because this is not a little flat piece of property that they're throwing up some walls and a roof. There's a lot involved in this, and so they've gotten to this point in a very quick amount of time. I did share with you they've increased the number of folks on site in an effort to I think outrun the rainy season, because when it gets rainy here, it's going to bring everything to a stop. Right. That's on the outside of the building. So they're working hard to get that done. Sir Allan, can you talk a little bit about the warranty that comes with a home that your company builds here in the Philippines? How long is the warranty? What's involved in it? How does it work? If somebody uses your services to build a home, how does that work for them?
Maybe after the completion of the project, I mentioned this to Sir Rick, that will be giving him at least a lifetime warranty for the maintenance of their house, because I believe that after this construction, we're still doing a lot of projects, and we're still maintaining our business the way it is right now. And we're targeting to finish the project by somewhere at least May or June, if this calamity or not rains will not hamper us. Like we can turn over all these projects to him. except for the site development, at least it is Seric or him can help us how we can develop this area according to his design.
Gotcha. So guys, what he's saying there is that they stand behind their work. What they do, they believe is going to be quality and is going to hold up. But just in case something does, they're more than willing to come out and take care of that. Again, as just another way of helping homeowners feel secure that their purchase is going to be a quality purchase. Also, he was talking about site development. So basically, you know, we have a plan for this property. This property is about 3,400 square meters. Obviously, a big chunk of it's going to be gardening. As I shared with you earlier, I'm not planting rice, but I am going to plant vegetables, fruit trees, and so. But we do want a perimeter fence around the property. One, to keep because there's a lot of agriculture out here. There's a lot of goats and cattle, and it is fairly free range. But if you're planting vegetables and things of that nature, you don't really want a big old cow chomping on your tomatoes. So things like that to kind of finish the property how we want it are things that he was discussing about site development. But as far as the home itself and us being able to live in it by May, June maximum, they should be finished. So I just wanted you to meet Sir Allan. If anyone out there is interested in doing this and utilizing his services, give them a call. TriTek Construction. They've got a website. You can message me. I can hook you up with them as well. But and I will shoot straight with anybody who has questions. Believe me, I'm not a paid advertisement for anybody. If I don't like something that's going on, I'm going to tell you. And Sir Allan knows that that's how I am. If I see a problem or I see a concern, best thing to do is talk about it and get it fixed, get it worked out. No reason to let it fester, and that's exactly what he and I are doing. So it's been a good relationship, and one that I hope to have years to come, not just as a client, but as a friend. So, all right, I'm going to leave it there. The good, the bad, the Philippines.